If you enjoy the Low
Hello,
Scale Gaming
and welcome
podcast,
back to the
please
Low
leave us
Scale
a
Gaming
like, review, and
Podcast.
subscribe.
I'm your
Any
host,
feedback
Ghostland's
is welcome,
Finest,
and I hope
and
you
as
enjoy the
always, I'm
show.
joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm kind of salty, but
What are you salty about?
I woke up this morning and I was like, I want breakfast before we record. So I was like, I'm gonna run to McDonald's and get some breakfast.
Okay.
It was like 11:30, and they're still doing all day breakfast. Okay, awesome. Sounds like a good idea to me. So I drive over there. Big sign on the menu board says we have a limited menu due to coronavirus. It's like, okay, understandable, but you know, breakfast is kind of like a big deal. Like I can see like the weird chicken sandwiches stuff, like some of that stuff being like your staple like biscuits and stuff like that. I feel like should be still
Okay.
good to go. No breakfast at all. Period.
It's 11:30.
They do all day breakfast.
Not during COVID-19.
Nah.
Not now. It was so disappointing because also the breakfast menu is also limited, and so like the stuff that I normally get at breakfast isn't there, and I'm so sad.
We talked about this last week, yeah, because Mage was talking about not getting his biscuits and gravy from McDonald's. So
Yeah,
you knew it had a limited menu.
But
It's your own fault.
It's terrible.
biscuits and gravy is a weird item to order from McDonald's.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you also knew that they had a limited menu.
And I was expecting a limited menu, but a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit I would not consider to be part of a limited menu. You know what I mean? Like,
Who gets bacon over sausage?
I like their bacon over their
Bacon's
sausage.
good.
Normally, I agree with you. Like, anywhere other than McDonald's, I'll get sausage over bacon. But I like their bacon biscuits for some reason. You just don't like bacon. You don't get bacon on anything because you're
I don't
a
like
communist.
bacon.
You're a communist.
Okay,
We
I
know.
don't like bacon.
We
There's
know.
nothing wrong with not liking
No,
bacon.
you're a
Okay?
communist.
It's
You're
just
not
there.
American.
Like cool bacon, like cool. What if it's like there and it's like included in the meal? Cool, yeah, bacon's there, awesome. If I gotta pay extra for it, just no, I don't like it. Most of the time, people always overcook their bacon anyways, to where it's all crispy and it's flaky and it tastes like you're eating like a hockey puck biscuit. Okay, I want it undercooked. I want it floppy. Okay, I like my bacon floppy, not all stiff and burnt.
Have you ever had candied bacon?
What?
Candied bacon.
What's candied bacon?
It's so
A gift
basically
from
you
the
take
Lord.
bacon. You take bacon and you sprinkle brown sugar on it and put it in the oven. It's really good.
It's good.
I mean, it sounds good, but it sounds more like jerky than it sounds like meat or like bacon.
No, it's still bacon. It's bacon with sugar on it.
Okay, that sounds really American. And
Yeah. It's basically like you know when you have like a chocolate fountain and you dump fruit in it.
Mhm.
It's just taking like a floppy piece of bacon and dumping it in sugar. It's candy bacon.
I mean, that doesn't sound good to me.
It's
To be
super
completely
good.
honest.
It's super good. Trust me. It's surprisingly good.
So, kind of on the weird food thing, for some reason I was like, I'm going to look and see how much OU Texas tickets are at the state fair next year.
Yeah.
And, like, they're not even confirming having a season, and tickets are still, like, $800 a pop in the nosebleeds. Like, how do any normal person go to that game? Like,
I get them from my grandma that has season tickets, and I pay her back because she pays the actual school price for it.
so her season tickets don't come with OU Texas since it's technically an away game?
Yeah, they're not home games. My season tickets don't come with it either.
So what is your season ticket stuff normally run for however many home games a year?
This year it's whatever. I forgot how many home, but this year it's 500.
I mean, and that's for one season ticket.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess that's relatively comparable to just buying them face value every game.
Yeah.
Well, I think face value is like 100 something, isn't it?
It's a little bit under face value.
That you're just guaranteed to have them and have a seat. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
because I mean, you're $100 for your seats are probably better than what you would get for somewhere else.
And I mean, I like going just to go for the atmosphere and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
And I don't even know. I don't even know if they're actually going to have a season or not. Like, I got to pay my tickets tomorrow, but and I was sitting there yesterday. I was like, man, I feel really good. I saved $1,000 this month. I had it in my savings and everything. I was like doing pretty good. And payday hit yesterday. I was like, man, I'm doing pretty good right now. I hope nothing comes up. He's like, oh yeah, we got to pay for those tickets by June 1st. So I need your money this weekend. And I was like, okay, well, there you go.
Bye bye money.
Bye bye $1,000 I saved back. But see, I feel like I'm doing a lot better adulty wise because
You can't go
I'm
out and spend your money.
well, no, I mean I've still been doing that. I mean, Amazon still exists.
Yeah, they're still delivering.
When Amazon stopped delivering, then then we might have a problem. But no, but even then, like I'm like still like perfectly fine. Like I'm paying this $1,000 and it's literally doing like nothing for my bills and everything. Like everything in my house is fine and completely like paid off, not paid off, but like caught up. Like my bills are caught up, my rent's caught up. Everything's like fine. I've been like perfectly fine during this whole quarantine thing. So
Saved myself a little nest egg, so I've been pretty good too.
Is it weird that that word freaks me out? I really don't like that
what?
word, nest egg. Like,
I don't know what that means.
it means he's put money away into a savings account and he has something to fall back on.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Don't say that. Just say you have something in savings.
What does
You
that
sound like
even
a
come
you
That's an
sound
from?
old
like
saying.
you sound like a mother hen whenever you say that. Stop.
There's literally nothing wrong with that saying.
Ghost just heard it for the first time and doesn't like it because I don't like it.
Hmm.
I don't know
These,
why, but
these,
that it just gives me the
It
heebie-jeebies.
sounds like you're just about to like sit. Oh, I gotta get on my nest egg, and then you can go sit on some eggs in the chicken coop. It's
I wonder
exactly
if I wonder if
what
that's where
makes me
that
feel
actually
like
came from.
that. You have extra eggs in the chicken coop.
Maybe like the origin of the saying.
All right, we're gonna play Hitler clicks with nest egg. Nest egg Wikipedia. All right, play the Hitler music. Oh wait, this is nest egg is a lime egg shaped chocolate candy by Nestle.
Okay, yeah, not that.
I don't think that's the same thing. Nest egg, yeah, it's still nest eggs doing that. Nest egg, a natural or artificial egg placed in a bird's nest to encourage the bird to lay its own egg there. Okay. There's an anagram.
yeah, it's like so. The nest egg is you put money into an account, and the money makes you more money. Just like you put an egg in a nest, so that hen will lay more eggs.
Okay, we're playing Hitler clicks with this. All right, so I'm clicking on the. If I click on Italian words, will it come in English?
You can probably go to that website and they can translate it for you along the way.
Okay, I'm clicking on egg. I'm clicking on post dramatic, so it's two. Um, I'm gonna click on Celtic. So it's three. Uh, Man, I'm not having good luck with this one. All right, Irish. No, I'm gonna click on. Yeah, I'm gonna click on Irish. I feel like we're getting closer to Germany.
You're in Europe somewhere now.
Yeah. Jesus. All right, clicking on Ireland. Jesus. All right, World War II.
There we go.
There we go. And wait.
Hitler should be in World War II.
There he is.
I mean, he was.
All right, there we go. There's Hitler.
So
How
was
many
that?
clicks is
That was
that?
like 7.
That was nest egg is 7 clicks away from Hitler.
Who knew that capitalism was so far away from communism?
Who'da thunk? That was nice. That was funny.
Mage, how are you doing this week?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of like took us way off the rail.
I've been doing good. It's been an okay week.
How many of y'all knew that Mother's Day was tomorrow?
I did know that.
My wife knew that.
Although I learned it yesterday. So
I learned it yesterday as well.
But I did know that Mother's Day was tomorrow.
Yeah, but you live with your mom, so it's easier for you.
Oh,
I have to drive up to Oklahoma City for it, and then Conan Jones has to. Well, I imagine you're not driving to go see your mom tomorrow, are you?
No,
Are you? Is your mom coming to see you?
no.
What are you doing for Mother's Day then?
I'm gonna call her, say, "Hey, I love you." Okay, bye.
The son of the year, Conan Jones.
what a good son.
Round of applause for this golden son.
What a wonderful
I mean,
child.
you've met my family. I am the golden son, no matter what I do.
I mean,
So
that's
I don't
fair.
need.
I've seen you. I've met your brother.
Rough family, rough children. Your poor parents.
Conan Jones is just sitting there being son of the year by absolutely doing the bare minimum. Striving for the highest right there.
He's got a job and he has a wife. I mean, I think that's good enough.
Conan is the embodiment of low scale. Well, I'm going to go see my mom tomorrow. We're going to go practice social distancing and go eat Chinese food in her garage.
See, that's another reason I'm like not super convinced to go do anything, because it's like we can't do anything anyway. I could just FaceTime you and see you the same amount as I would if I drove the 3 hours.
That's not the same. That's not the same. All right.
Less risk of coronavirus.
No, yes, it's less risk, but well, I imagine your mom's not the type to be practicing social distancing as well as other people is, knowing how your mom is.
So really, Conan's just providing for his family by being safe.
Would you say that your mom hasn't been practicing social distancing, Conan?
I don't think they've gone anywhere. I mean, they go to work every day, but nobody else is there but them. The joys of owning your own business.
Yeah. No, see, my mom's been working from home for 2 months.
Oh.
And just like staying isolated, so
Yeah, no, if my dad had to stay home, he would die. Like hands down, he would die. Like, we can't go on vacations because he hates not being at work.
Really?
Like, he's one of those type of people who always has to be doing something. He cannot relax, and like he cannot veg. Like, can't do it.
What does he do on the weekends then?
He's at work.
Really?
Guess it's good that he owns his own business then, huh?
He's there at least by 6 in the morning, and if he's home before 8, it's probably a good night. He's home a little more predictable whenever Thunder's playing or whenever like OU football season, but other than that, he's at the store.
Do they get that many shirts to?
Whenever you don't have the money to pay for employees, you got to do it yourself.
Joys of owning your own business.
That's fair.
So he's got to do it himself.
But he likes that though, right?
He's used to it now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's an enjoyable thing or if that's just his lifestyle now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
God, I couldn't imagine working a 14-hour day every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Okay, but they go to the shirt expos or whatever, like in Dallas or whatever that thing you were telling me about. What do they do then? They just close down the shop then, or what?
Yeah, they just close. They just uh, buckle down and get as much as done as they can, like the 2 weeks prior, and then just let everybody know, hey, say if you're ordering stuff, it's either gonna have to be done the week before or the week after because we're not here for that week. And
Mm-hmm.
then that expo, that convention would run. The floor would open at 8, and I think the floor opened at 5. So it's a full day of that, and then we would like go eat and go back to the hotel. And I remember me and my brother would go swim in the pool, and they would sit up in the hotel room and just like do the finances from that day or just crash out. And then we would come back from the pool and they'd just be like passed out on the bed.
Yeah. How long have they owned that shop?
89, because they had it before
Jesus,
I was
that
born.
shop's. I didn't realize that shop was older than us.
Well,
31 years old.
because they've
Quick
had it.
maps, good job, Mage.
They've had it in 3 separate buildings because it's not always been where it is now, but
Yeah.
that actually started across the street, which is now I think it's either a bakery or like a finance, like a tax person's office or something like that, where they started. So
I didn't realize that it took that. I mean, okay, that's where I get my shirts at from too. So, I mean, do you want to plug them, Conan Jones, or do you want to just leave it be?
just leave it be for a second. Sorry, my supervisor texted me.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, did y'all watch that Twitter video I showed y'all to watch?
I watched a little about like the minute mark or whatever you said.
Okay, all right, Mage, did you watch it?
The Twitter video?
I tagged y'all in a Twitter video. I wanted y'all to watch the first minute of it, and then we'll discuss the rest of it on the podcast.
I did not watch it.
Okay, watch it real quick. All right, Conan, what do you think this is an ad for?
Like, is some sort of like, I could see it going like a doctor's route or like some sort of like female medication because it was very female empowerment.
Yes,
Women own the world kind of deal.
I thought it was like feminine hygiene stuff. So because they do that weird twist at the end. You see those chicks all like jumping around. What is it? And they're just jumping around. It's like, oh, I'm on my period. Blah blah blah. I can do all this stuff. I was like, no. I'm like growing up with 3 sisters. I know how y'all get on your periods. Okay,
That's not that.
it's not. You don't want to jump up and down and go do sports and stuff. You want to sit at home. Okay, I understand that. That's not being. I'm not trying to be sexist with there. I don't think that sounded sexist. I don't want anybody to be mad at this. Okay, I'm fully saying that those commercials are BS. Is what I'm saying. But if you do feel like that, more power to you. But
Do you
for
think?
everything that I've experienced, I have not seen it. Mace, have you watched it now?
My sound's not working, so I'm
Okay,
gonna.
what do you think the
get off
video's
podcast
about?
for just a second. I'll be right back in.
Oh, okay.
I might just pause it.
All right, pause it.
Makes a whole lot of sense
Finish
to
watching
me.
it.
All
All
right.
right, did you watch the whole thing or just the minute marker?
I watched the whole thing.
No, oh, god damn it. You're supposed to just watch it to the minute.
Okay, sorry. Whoops.
All right, Conan, go ahead and jump back into recording this.
Yeah, it's still going. So
Okay, so if Mage didn't guess, I was gonna be like, Mage, what did you think at the minute mark? But he watched the whole thing because he's an idiot.
Oh,
Anyways.
the bait and switch, man.
All right,
should
what's
I
in it?
actually watch it then now to finish it?
No, I want to tell you what it is first.
Okay.
It's an ad for Mrs. Monopoly. It's an ad for Mrs. Monopoly.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know that was gonna be that.
I thought like
by around the minute, I was thinking it was like, oh, it's probably like a patenting company or something, or
I thought. See, that's kind of what I was
Get a
thinking
flip.
too. I was thinking it was like an ad for like female like hygiene products.
I didn't
That's
think
a,
hygiene because they were all inventors and stuff, but
well, maybe they were inventing a new. I don't know, but but yeah, it's an ad for Mrs. Monopoly.
yeah, definitely not Mrs. Monopoly is what I expected. I did not expect that.
I didn't expect a board game to pull up in this women empowering ad.
It was just like, and that's what we invented, Miss Monopoly. And I was like, what? The twist at the end of that.
Just out of left field.
Out of left field, the twist.
Mrs. Monopoly.
That is an M. Night Shyamalan twist if I've ever seen it. Like, what in the world? I mean, I really could have
When you
watched
think
it
of
all the way up
women
to
in-
the last 4 seconds, and it would have
That's
been.
true. That's true. But
So I was
just,
like freaking out, like, oh, there's a minute, I gotta stop it. So I was like, oh, she's got like a beaker with like orange liquid. Maybe it's for orange juice. She's making orange juice. It's for Tropicana. And I was like, oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Thank you for at least stopping it at the minute mark. Thank you. I appreciate you putting the effort in. Mage is just all her day. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Always.
The beat of his own drum.
I'm a lone wolf.
He's a one-man wolf pack.
That's what we call the alpha male.
Shut up, Mage. But yeah, let's make a low-scale Monopoly. Oh my god, we should do that. All right.
What would even be our properties?
All right. So we got to think of how many properties are there on Monopoly right now. There's
I don't know enough about Monopoly to even.
all I know is Boardwalk and Park Place are the most. So what would be our Boardwalk and our Park Place?
I think there's like 16 properties.
We have the internet. We should Google this.
Because I think like every because there's
Properties are in Monopoly.
There's like 6.
There's 28. You were dead wrong.
Is it counting all the sets and the railroads?
I think so. So there's 28 of them. There's 40 spaces on a Monopoly board. 28 are of which are properties you could buy and sell. So yes, it's counting. The railroads and the utilities.
See,
All right.
I do
I
not
just
know
can't remember.
enough.
What would be our Boardwalk and Park Place?
Where is that on the board? Is that like the brown?
That's the most expensive. That's the blue ones. Where would be our best places be?
The band room is just kind of a generic
You're so
term.
lame. We should. Oh, what if we made it? What if we made it Tuba Party, being like Board Park Place?
The yellow apartment tuba party.
Yes, that's Tuba Party's Park Place.
I own Tuba Park.
And then what would be the other? The other one could be Saucy's band or Saucy's band room.
Oh, you're so basic.
At least I said that one and not like, oh, I'm just gonna put a generic term for band room.
I hate you sometimes, you know it? Because when I say it, it's horrible, but I'm going to say it just a tiny bit differently. And,
And make it more specific.
Since neither of us have been there in like 4 years.
Excuse you, I was there
As a kid, as a student.
Conan, it took Ghost a lot longer than graduate college.
I say I've been gone for like 5 years. I've been like they're doing all of the celebrate the 2020 seniors graduating from the music department, and I'm just like I have no idea who any of these kids are. Like,
you know who Nash is?
I haven't seen Nash's yet.
Oh,
I saw Braden's too. I was like I know him, but everybody else I'm just like who are you people?
It's like I know him. I've seen him on a board or on on a board before,
Oh my god,
or on a
okay.
TV
I
show.
I have to make a note of this
Catch
so
a
we can talk
Predator.
about it afterwards.
Oh, but yeah, it's a good week. It's a good podcast this time. I think we're having a good time. Let's go ahead and jump into our fails of the week.
Holy crap.
Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
We're at 27 minutes, so we're just now getting to fails. Good
Well,
god.
we have to edit some of it out because Mage went to go watch that
Oh,
video.
yeah, that's true.
So really, we're probably at like 25
26.
minutes,
Yeah.
26, something like that.
I couldn't really think of a legitimate fail this week. Yesterday, on Friday, I just was not having any of it. I almost all of my time on Friday was just going to be extra time anyway because of the rest of the week. So I just kind of clocked out at like 2 o'clock, and I was like, I don't have the mental capacity to do anything else. I'm going home. So I came home. But
Understand that.
I have stuff I need to do, so it's that part of it's kind of a fail. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't really think of like a legitimate fail, which I guess is a good thing. But
Yeah, that's a good thing.
so yeah, sorry to disappoint on this one.
It's all good.
Moving on.
Mage, what's your fail of the week?
Oh, well, I'm kind of in hot water with my boss right now because I did something kind of dumb, but not really. We have these things called screeners that we're supposed to give to the placements for all our kids at our job, and it's what it is. It's just a screener. It's basically like a little survey, and they were supposed to do them every month. But with all the like the changes and how we're doing like worker visits and stuff and everything last month that we had to go through, I just completely forgot about them. And so like this week they're like, hey, you gotta put those screeners in on kids, which is our program that we use. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't do those. And so they're kind of upset with me for not doing those. But it is what it is.
I'm sorry.
All of that stuff is so dumb. Like, I hate having to put everything into like 4 different spots into that program. Like,
yeah, and also my computer has been complete crap.
oh yeah.
Like my hard drive is dying, and they don't have a new hard drive, so I need to get a new computer for like a new work computer completely. But they just don't have one, so I'm just having to work with what I have, and it's complete crap. And like, so when I'm a little bit slower on getting stuff in, because like my kids program won't open up, they're like, well, why haven't you got this in yet? Well, I opened up the kids program and it crashed 4 times. So
Yeah.
I can't. I've been trying. It's been hard.
It's not my fault.
It's kind of ridiculous, but it's also like I can't do anything about it. So if they're going to get upset on documented stuff that's happened, then because it's not like I haven't called our tech people about it. I have all the proof that I've called tech people about my computer, and so I mean, if they're going to be upset about that, that's on them. I can't do anything more. So whatever, I guess.
Well, at least you kind of got it paper trailed, so.
I mean, that's kind of like that's the only saving grace, I guess, on that stuff as far as like the computer goes.
Yeah.
It's like because literally it'd be like I try to save something or I'll type something in kids and then it'll just crash. Like it's a fatal disk error. It just crash on me, and then I have to like reset it 4 times before it opens up again.
That is what you want.
And then it also like on my computer, sometimes it just can't find the boot device, which is a hard drive issue, and so it just won't turn on. So I've been leaving my computer on, but this week it just crashed on me. The computer entirely did. It just like so I had to restart it, and that took I had to restart it like 8 times before it turned on. By the time I got turned on, it was 5. So I was like, well, all right then.
Yeah, that's rough.
All I heard from this is that Mage is getting turned on.
We know you don't listen to us. It's okay.
I mean, that's kind of the only issue I've had this week is just that one thing and then my computer. But other than that, it's been a great week. So I can't say it's like, it's my big fail, I guess. It's not even really my fault, just kind of a thing.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Ghost, what's
Well,
yours?
my feel this week is just my brother's just been like really, really dumb this week with like his chores and stuff, and like I don't know how many times I have to explain to him how to do the dishes right. Like I do not know how many times I have to explain that. I was like, hey, you see this big old grease sponge or grease stain that's on my pan here? You know, this isn't clean.
That's bad. That's not what we want.
That's not good. And it's just like, oh, I thought it was clean. It had soap on it, and I'm just like, I know how my dad felt with me growing up.
I understand now.
I understand now. I understand now why my dad hit me. I'm not saying I hit my brother. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I heard. Mage, is that what you heard?
Okay, here we go.
That's what I heard.
Here we go. But I'm just saying, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So then I'll yell at him to do it, and then he'll do it right. The biggest thing is he wants his bedtime changed because yesterday or Thursday it was technically our last day of school, so we're on summertime now, and he's like, "Oh, well, since it's summertime now, and my summertime bedtime was 10 o'clock, can I have my bedtime changed to 10 o'clock now?" And I looked at him and I was like, "Your bedtime will determine on how clean this house is each day." I was like, "So if it's clean, all right, fine, 10 o'clock. If it's dirty and you haven't done anything all day, 8 o'clock. If that's what you want to play." He's like, "Okay, I'll take that." So how many times do you think he's gone to sleep since Thursday, and now we'll say, or since Thursday to now, and that's what, 3 days? How many times have he gone to sleep at 10? And how many times have he gone to sleep at 8?
He's been at 8 every night.
He's in at 8 every night. And it was just like, "I'll get up and clean. Don't worry, I'll get up and clean." He's like, "Can I please stay up?" I'm like, "Nope, you don't agree to the rules. So go into bed." And then he'll throw a fit. Okay, whatever. Go to bed. You can go cry in your room.
Yeah. Cry yourself to sleep. That's okay.
Be all right.
Joy's being a parent.
So then he'll get up and I'll be like, "What are you doing?" "I'm gonna go play my games." "Okay." And then I'll go look around the house and I'll walk around the house and I'll like pick something up and then like set it down aggressively and I'll go, and I'll just walk back. And then he's just like, he'll look at me and I guess he'll like just shrug his shoulders and just go right back to his game.
Whatever.
Like, all right.
I'll deal with it later, and later never comes.
All right, I'll deal with you at 8 o'clock then. So that's been our new thing, is that he wants his bedtime changed and I want this house clean. So we'll see what gives.
Yeah, which one? That's funny. All right. Well,
all right, let's go ahead and what's topic one? What's the heart failure thing? What are you talking about?
okay, so I have two little things that were just kind of talking points.
Okay.
I was watching TV the other day, and it was some commercial for some new medication. And, you know, they always have, like, their list of side effects and all that sort of stuff for your medications. And one of them that for this medication was new or worsening heart failure. And I kind of stopped for a second. I was like, is heart failure not one of those things that you either have or don't have? How can you have worsening heart failure? It seems like if it's gotten to the point of calling it heart failure, you are then dead, right?
It's like when you have a stroke, and like the first time you have a stroke, you're fine, but the second time you stroke, your left half of the face falls down.
Well, yeah, that's a worsening stroke symptoms. Like
that's a worsening stroke. So you got the heart failure where like
my heart's failed too many times.
My veins are just partially clogged, and then oh look, My veins are fully clogged, and they're continuing to clog.
Yeah. I don't know, that it just kind of like caught me off guard. I was like, how do you have worsening heart? It's like a light switch. It's either you have it or you don't. It's on or it's off. It seems like to me, but I don't know. I was just like, that'll be kind of funny to say. And then
I think the first time you have a heart attack should be the last time you have a heart attack. You probably should get something changed if you have a heart attack.
in a perfect world, but there was this other guy at 7-Eleven who I'd gone in to get a drink or something before work, and was coming back, just kind of passing. He's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And he looked me dead in the eye. He said, "Horrible." And I was like, I don't irfing care. Like, it's a social nicety. Tell me I'm fine.
Okay. That dude. Okay, I'm back, and this guy was saying his thing was horrible. Okay, because when the day my dad died is when I picked up smoking again, and I went up to buy a pack of smokes from that guy, and he was asking me at the on queue in Yukon, right before I got to my mom's house. And he asked me, he's like, "How's your day doing?" Sometimes you can't just control how you're feeling. And I was like, "My day sucks. My dad just died."
Okay, but then you had that little extra, "my dad just died" at the end. And it's just like, okay, yeah, you're having a pretty crappy day there, guy. Like, but then to just look me dead in the eye, just stone face, horrible, and then just Dr. Phil storm off like you're going to marching band practice, like.
Conan, you gotta look him back in the eye and go, "Want to talk about it?" That kind of guy.
But I don't know. It just caught me off guard. I was like, I'm not used to saying, like, anybody saying to me anything other than just like fine or okay or it could be better.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Yeah.
That guy is like.
I'm just saying. Okay, you can't walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. That dude could just be having a horrible day, and that's how he dealt with it. Okay.
Also,
he was rude to you.
And this is probably the most noteworthy thing. You walked into a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, right? That's exactly.
When you walk into a 7-Eleven, you assume the risk.
But
you signed off on this. You are consenting to getting this risk by walking into a 7-Eleven.
You walk into a 7-Eleven, you don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get robbed. You're going to get wrecked.
In my defense, like, they're the new 7-Elevens, not the ones like 23rd and Penn.
I totally thought Conan Jones was going to say, in my defense, I'm white. I totally thought
that makes it worse. That makes you a target that stands out.
I totally thought he was going to say that. I don't know why. That's exactly what I thought he was about to say.
I will say the newer 7-Elevens are nicer. They're trying, but
I don't know. There's a nice
almost
one
every
in
7-Eleven that I've been into has been like the scariest convenience store experience.
Like, you either go to, I don't know what's worse, is going to a 7-Eleven or going to one of those like hole in the wall convenience stores. Okay,
both are awful decisions because they both have like a protective barrier between you and the cashier.
Yes. If you're walking into a 7-Eleven that has a protector on the window, just walk right out.
Looks like a bank in Gotham City.
They have like a shotgun behind the desk.
Like, you just walk right out. It's like that Simpsons meme or Simpsons gif. Whenever Grandpa Simpson walks in, just walks right out. That's what you do when you see that.
I went to a 7-Eleven in Oklahoma City. There was legit a sign on the front door that said, "Cashier does not have keys to ATM or to safe. Cashier does not have keys to safe." Like, they had to warn people. There's no point in robbing the cashier. He doesn't have the keys to get there. Like, it's bad.
All I'm saying, Conan Jones, is you assume the risk when you walk into a 7-Eleven, okay?
Yeah, you assume the risk.
That's on you.
You don't know what kind of people go to
you drive the extra 2 blocks to go to an on-queue, all right?
Now, see, the 7-Eleven that's by my office actually has pretty good breakfast. They have like a little grill and stuff in there. It's
on
23rd and Council.
oh, that's that new one.
That's down
That's
there by Putnam
yeah.
City. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a ghetto Walmart or a ghetto 7-Eleven.
No, they tore down. There's a brand new one.
I know that brand new one. It's right there by PC West. I used to drive by it every day when I student taught there. That's the ghetto, Conan Jones. You went to the ghetto.
It's right by my office. It's a nice gas station. They have a good
Where-
breakfast. That's where I go.
Ghetto.
If they have a good breakfast, I think their risk is assumed, but it may be worth the rewards.
You're literally risking it for the biscuit.
And it's a toaster, but pretty essentially, yeah.
But the toaster's worth it. It's like going to Bobo's, man.
Exactly. You risk it for going to Bubble. You see an armed security guard at a trailer, you know it's going to be good food.
It better be good food.
I saw a so like on Twitter there's all those like shared TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have TikTok itself, but some of those shared ones are kind of funny. And there was a video shared that was like if the restaurant looks like someone's garage, it has the best food. Like,
oh no, that was a
video.
It was a YouTube video by RD Worldwide.
Yeah, and they walk in, it like looks like it's like a rundown shed, and it's like the dirtiest restaurants have the best. It's like there's a sink on this floor.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah, that's RD World.
Is this a restaurant or a homeless squatter shelter?
Oh.
It's like, oh look, this food slaps. It's good.
Conan Jones don't know nothing about that.
I've seen the video.
No, nothing. Never mind. Anyways, you assume the risk. Okay, Conan Jones, it's on you.
I forgot how we even started talking about this.
You brought it up about the dude being rude to you at 7-Eleven or whatever.
Oh, I didn't even say he was rude to me. I just said he was like
that dude needed a beer.
What was he buying from 7-Eleven?
It was like I was walking out and he was walking in, or vice versa.
He was buying beer.
There was a dude yesterday bought a 30-pack of Miller Lite at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's Miller time.
It's also alcoholic time.
It's Saturday.
No, this was like Thursday.
That's what I do with coronavirus.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that one.
8:30 on a Thursday. Time. It's time to get drunk.
I'll have a Samuel Adams.
Yeah, I get the taste of weed and hooker spit out of my mouth.
Some people live rough lives there.
Different lives than I.
Also, you work down the road from the Red Dog, so I mean, that's another sketch part of town.
I'm not arguing that it's not a great part of town. Like,
and it's also conveniently the part of town I grew up in. So I know all these places.
It is kind of funny that like where Conan lives, like 2 blocks from there is like this really nice house section. Like there's all these huge houses and everything.
It's just if you cross the train tracks, that's when it gets bad.
We're just a couple blocks from the train tracks. I can see the train tracks from my house.
Well, he still lives in a good part of town. Hey, don't be making fun about where he lives. He lives in a good part of town.
I wasn't making fun of where he lives. I said that he lives like where really nice houses and stuff are.
Man, I'm not condoning this racism.
But like, yes, but he's like always in the really dangerous part of town.
But he works in the ghetto.
The office I'm at is really nice though. But yeah, like
isn't it fenced? Don't you have like fenced parking though?
Yeah, and they just put that gate up and yeah.
There's a reason why. They said it was for like animals and stuff. No, it's not.
It's the tree people. That's literally what my supervisor said whenever they were giving me like the runaround my first day. They're like, "Hey, we have they have tree people that live back there along the fence line. If you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. But sometimes they have animals, so like
tree people.
I guess it's homeless people that live in the tree line."
What?
And they said
I
just
love
call them
America.
tree people.
I love
How
America.
is that? You've been working there for almost a year now. How is this literally the first time I've heard of tree people?
I think this is just the first time you've listened to me say it.
You've never
No, this is
brought
the
up
first
tree
time.
people.
I think this is the first time I've heard of it too. But
You've
that's
never brought up tree people before.
Uh,
You told me
that's
before
crazy.
the fence was built to keep animals out, and I was just like, okay, whatever. You never said tree people.
oh,
I don't doubt it though.
I've seen like
People
dogs and
living
stuff
in, like,
walking around, but I've never actually seen people.
So they just like homeless people that like ask for change on the corners, or they just like
no, it's a myth. They're
It's like
they're
Bigfoot.
are they like trees from Stupid Lord of the Rings? Like
they're in.
are they I need to see. I need some more verification on these tree people.
I'll see if I can get photographic evidence of them. I'm
Oh
just
my god! I need this photographic evidence.
It's
of
like
tree
one of
people.
those Bigfoot documentaries where they're just like
it's just the
running
super
through the woods.
yeah, the super
What
blurred
was
photo
that sound?
This is
Oh,
the
what was
next.
that
This is
sound?
the next Netflix show right here. Tree people.
outside the DHS office
An Oklahoma story.
See,
in the middle of a
Oklahoma's
metropolitan area.
wild. Oklahoma's wild. We got Joe Exotic. We got tree people. We're gonna be billionaires off of this idea, Conan Jones.
And Sasquatches if you talk to the rest of Ghost Family.
Jesus Christ. I know. I think I've been on that before, but everybody in my family believes in Bigfoot. It is one of the stupidest things ever in my life. Oh my god! Don't get me started.
Yeah, sorry.
I need photographic proof of these tree people, though, please. Okay,
If I can, I'll see what I can do.
a Monday morning,
Oh,
first thing. Okay, 8 a.m. or whenever you go in. I want a picture of tree people.
I know there's a couple like pit bulls and stuff that walk around back there along the fence line. Usually in the
That's
morning.
fair enough as it is, though.
No, thank you. No,
Yeah, it's
thank
like
you at
hard
all.
pass.
Those dogs eat people.
I'm not sure
And they're-
exactly what they are, but they're decent
And they're
sized
probably
dogs.
ravenous because they probably don't eat because their tree people don't feed them.
They just do dog fights, and so they're also angry.
What do you know about these tree people?
I literally what I just told you. I was told like if you're at the parking lot after hours to like watch what you're doing, because I guess like the homeless people would, before they built the gate, they would go to the back behind the building and get on the Wi-Fi. So like I was told they would come back from like transports and stuff, and there would just be like 4 or 5 homeless people on like the picnic tables out our back door on the Wi-Fi, and it's like, seems like your priorities are off. You have devices that can get on Wi-Fi, but
How do they get on Wi-Fi? Do you have like open Wi-Fi there?
I guess they did. They don't anymore.
I say if they don't want the homeless people there, to just turn off the Wi-Fi.
Put a password on it, like
Yeah.
easy.
Jesus Christ, yo.
That's the state, man.
The state never does anything easy, man.
All right. Jesus Christ, where are we at with this?
We are
today?
at 50 minutes.
All right. I don't care about the Assassin's Creed thing. It looked dumb. Cyberpunk got delayed. That's what y'all get for making fun of me about Last of Us 2. What have y'all been playing this week?
Last of Us 2 got leaked, so suck it.
We talked about that last week, genius.
I know, but you had to make fun of us for Cyberpunk, so I'm slapping back.
Not back again.
Doesn't make no sense. Anyways, what have y'all been playing this week?
I've just been playing Earth. It's on PBE right now, so I've been playing some of it.
We played League the other day. That was fun.
We did. We need to see if we can do that again. See if we can get Milky like a tag or something.
I invited them to the low scale gaming thing, but I guess you're the one in charge of it on League, so you got to accept it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've been on the real server, since we played that night. So that's pretty much it on my end. Like, I haven't really had a chance to play a whole lot, and the chance I did, I just playing Earth. So,
Mage, what have you been doing?
I've been playing Legends of Runeterra and League, and that's pretty much it.
How's that card game? Do you like it?
I do. It's pretty good.
So I tried to get into it also. I was just like, I need a new game to play that doesn't use Wi-Fi, and it's not that one because it still uses Wi-Fi. But
Yeah, that game definitely uses Wi-Fi. I mean,
like it looks really good. I think I've done one real match after I got out of the tutorial, so it's like still the bare minimum for me.
I haven't even downloaded it yet, so I don't like card games though. So I'll probably just let y'all play that one.
fair enough.
It definitely takes longer to play than I want it to, but that's just me. If it's a phone game, I want to be able to play it fast and be in and out.
I understand. I've been trying to do this. So there's a phone game that's really stupid, and it's like basically you're just like grinding swords or whatever, and like you sharpen them at the end. And I've been playing that, and it's like it's terrible. It's a terrible game, and I hate it. But it's like I can't stop playing it.
That's how I feel about League of Legends.
Like I don't understand. It's like, dang it, it's so tedious trying to do all these shapes and everything, but I'm still doing it.
Okay.
What you been playing, Ghost?
I've been playing a bunch of World of Warcraft. I finished the raid last night, the Nyalotha raid on normal. It was really fun, except I'm just really bad at the game because I have no idea what I'm doing. So, but hopefully I'll get better at it. I got some good loot drops, so hopefully I get better at it. Fingers crossed. And then we played League the other day. That was fun too.
Hopefully that can be more of a thing.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right, what's this would you rather thing you got on here?
I was trying to think of like a new bit other than like since Hitler Clicks kind of died a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, we could just do a would you rather and we can just kind of talk about it. And there's also a subreddit. So there were two examples as well as just a link to the main subreddit.
I looked at the top post of that. It was hilarious. The top post of all time of it is it was would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party knowing that you'll clog it or poop in the brushes in the backyard? Please hurry.
Please hurry.
Please hurry.
Please hurry.
I don't know why that's so funny.
That poor dude needed advice.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
That's a funny one. What would you do in that one? I'd totally still poop in the toilet.
Oh yeah. Like
Conan Jones, you would be that guy for sure.
You just gotta flush it while you're pooping, so that way you don't clog it.
Yeah, that's how you poop in prison.
Yeah.
I would also be the guy that would then unclog it before I left, though. Like,
all right, but what? Okay, all right. So they don't have a plunger by, and that you cannot find one in there. What do you do then?
You gotta use your hand, man.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
yeah,
It's disgusting, but you gotta do it. You got soap.
I feel like
you got to clean yourself up real good. But
oh my god, Mage can't confirm. Mage just stuck his head in the poop toilet before.
And that's the first edit we've had in like almost a month.
Oh my god.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's gross.
It's called courtesy.
It's not courtesy to pull treasures out of the toilet.
I'm not pulling anything out. I'm unclogging it. Then I'm cleaning myself up real well. Like underneath fingernails. Like
He's got the fingernail scrubber.
It's like a 20-minute experience of cleaning myself up. I don't do it.
You look out. There's just a big old line where people are knocking on the door.
I look at them and I say, "You'll thank me."
Oh my god!
It was better this way. I'm sorry you had to wait.
Can confirm Mage digs for treasure from the toilet. Oh, that's gross. All right, I like that. Would you rather? Would you rather be able to feed the 1 million or wait would you rather be able to feed 5 million hungry people for a month or pay for education, college degree, and living costs for 50 children in poverty? What would you do?
You feed a man for a day, or you give the man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
But it's
That
also
was kind
just 50 over 5 million. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the only thing is quantity always beats quality.
in that instance, I feel like it would.
But what happens to the people after a month? Do they just go back and like not eating and stuff?
Well, what
Sorry,
happens to them of the 5 million minus 50 when the 50 get to go to college for free?
I picked the 50. I'm that person. You feed a man for a day. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man the fish, you feed him for a lifetime. That's 50 people less you don't have to worry about for a lifetime.
So then would you take like the worst of the worst?
What do you mean the worst of the worst?
Like the most hungry, I guess. It makes sense in my brain, but I don't know how to make the words make sense with what's in my brain.
When I take the poorest people?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's a weird one. I don't know if I would... Like, if I had the money to do it, I feel like 5 million's a lot. If you cut it down the amount of people and did it for longer, but now you're just kind of splitting hairs. And kind of
I feel like now we are like going way too deep.
Yeah,
into
it
this.
defeats the purpose of the...
We have to look at that question at surface level.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it deeper, you could use that money for a better foundation to feed those 5 billion for a longer time.
Or I could just buy myself a boat and just
forget about it.
Yeah. Not my problem.
We could just buy a boat.
It's not my responsibility.
Boat pack, yes. Pages it in on the boat pack. Maze, do you know about the boat pack?
No, I don't.
Okay, so it was me and Cody made this boat pack a while back. Like this was like 5 years ago, I think. And we were just like, if either one of us won the lottery, we would buy a boat and travel the world in it. And it's just boat pack, okay? And now Conan's a part of the boat pack too. And so
But I thought Ghost, I thought you were afraid of boats.
That's not if it's a million. If I'm a millionaire, I'm gonna make sure that boat never floats. All right,
never does.
Never sinks.
Always floats.
All right. I'll have if I'm a millionaire, I'll have a jetpack ready to go. Okay.
I think you're overestimating what $1 million can do.
No, like the lottery genius.
Yeah, I mean that's still like 200 million.
That's
a lot of money.
Could have just hear this dude just say just.
It's just 200 million.
I'm saying
it's just can't confirm. Mage is a Republican now. It's just a small loan of $1 million.
Small loan of $1 million.
That's what Mage just said to me.
I think you're overestimating how much $1 million is worth. I mean, don't get me wrong. $1 million could change a life. Don't get me. That's
dude. $50,000 would change my life. I'd be completely out of debt, dude.
Oh yeah. I mean that money's not. Money's
all right, never mind, Mage. You can't be on the boat pack.
You've been kicked off.
You've been voted off the island.
I'm just
too
saying,
bad you don't have a boat.
Too bad you have
I don't think you can buy a jetpack $1 million.
That was a good one. Mage, you can't be in the boat pack. All right, you ruined it for yourself. I'm sorry.
Fine, then I'm going to make my own boat.
Blackjack and hookers on it.
You aren't invited.
That's funny.
All right, we've been going on long enough with this. All right, thank you guys very much. Oh, we didn't even do wins of the week. Let's go ahead and do our wins of the week real quick. Mage, what's your win of the week?
Sorry, I'm laughing at the Dragon Ball Z intro.
It's not Dragon Ball Z.
That's definitely
Final
Dragon Ball
Fantasy.
Z. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Never mind, Mage. Don't get a win of the week. Go ahead,
So my
Jones.
win
What's
of
your
the
win of the
week is my win of the week is well, we had a kid that I was looking for placement for last month,
Mm-hmm.
and the foster home decided to keep her, so that was my win. Then I didn't have to worry about it anymore because like yesterday was going to be the last day. It was the time limit that they gave us, and I guess they had they had a big change of heart, which was a real surprising but sweet thing. So we're good.
Good.
That's good. Conan Jones, what's your win of the week?
I made like homemade Lunchable stuff. We were at Walmart last weekend and got a package of like real Ritz crackers. Okay, so we got like a package of like real Ritz crackers and like the Cracker Barrel cheese plate from Walmart.
Ew. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's white people cheese, whatever.
Here we go. Conan Jones being racist again.
Oh yeah, because your whole Cracker Barrel spiel from last week wasn't racist at all, but it's against white people, so it's not racist.
I didn't say people.
No,
I said old people.
That's exactly no. Go back and listen to it. No,
I said old people.
You said you cannot be racist against white people, so
you can't be racist towards white people.
We're mixing the prime of this argument. It's that real Ritz crackers are fantastic, and Conan Joe's made.
Yes, Ritz crackers are amazing. Yes, but he ruined it by putting Cracker Barrel cheese on it.
Well, you have other cheeses, and as long as you have salami or ham or something to put on it, you're good.
So I got Ritz crackers.
The cheese doesn't make the dish,
and I sliced off government cheese onto it. I don't even remember what the whole point of this was. We were talking about wins. Okay, yeah. It was really good, and put some lunch meat on it, and like I have this little sauce stuff put on it, and I didn't realize it was going to be that good, but it was good. And Ghost, what's your win?
They're like little mini sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ghost is dead.
He muted himself.
No, he's just dead.
He's just gone.
He's gone.
My dog ate a whole bag of hot fries. How bad is that?
He just ate a whole bag of
hot Cheeto.
Good dog.
Can he?
I don't know. I'm Googling it for you, too.
Well, I mean, aren't the hot fries made out of, like... No, they're made out of corn. I think you're okay. Because if they're made out of potato, then you have an issue. But I think they're made out of corn.
They're made out of what?
Corn. It's like cornmeal or something.
Oh, cool. They have garlic powder in it.
Oh, I mean, take him outside. He's going to have the poops. It's also spicy, so that's also something that affects dog stomachs. But I don't think you have to worry about taking him to the vet or anything.
Don't freak out if his poop or throw up is red because of hot fries, though.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just leave him outside. He's an outside boy today.
Yeah. Good thing it's nice today.
So he outside boy today. He gonna have himself a sick day, but it's his own fault. He'll learn to never do that again.
God. Well, thank you guys very much for watching or listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again, and remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.